We had started the investigation and we're heading to the scene of the crime.
Attention!
Back over here. I should probably get my bearings.
Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
First, push the bear daughter. Get her equipped.
Those boots will embarrass a bridge crew. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Still haven't identified that cat yet.
Attention!
Their daughter is a archer.
Can you spare a coin?
Performers, Sherman, show all of them. Side seal, what you're made of. Beer and flatulence.
I've spotted something interesting.
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken...
We most certainly will not. We'll respect this gravesite by leaving it be. I'd hate to see you ruin those lovely hands of yours with calluses and dirt.
On that one, it's usually best of 3 or 4. He's gonna expect me to go with rock again, so let's go with paper. You won that one. I'm going to do scissors again. You are stuck on scissors forward. Oh, he thinks. Ah! Stop it! Okay, the computer is
all right, we'll do it your... You step away from the grave.
Scissors than I am. Doesn't look like the way to the hotel. Not this one.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a
Burrow, indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repay.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear! I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, so what do you think? Should I...
Watch the hand then, quiver.
Yes, you know what they say about giving a man a fish?
I suppose you've got to... Fed a hungry man, you know.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
This now.
Heavenly herring! Delicious dogfish! Yours for a scrap gold!
Where? Oh, I missed it. There's a door right over here, evidently.
Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The clue knows since I've come to my masters when I lead her over Longmont, wiping my hide.
Greetings, Source Hunter. Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Oh. Ah. What the heck was that?
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Okay, so we get to increase an attribute. First will be Dex. And for abilities, can't increase bow yet. It's definitely be good to increase the power. And, yeah. Let's go to attributes. Increase your strength. Give you a point with two-handed. We've been warped to some strange and unusual place amongst the stars.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It will combine a quill that lasts a billion words. What's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Proper introductions. Zixex the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was and is and, hopefully, all that is to be. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow. Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronic... Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified...
It may be quite mad.
Then we had better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
Okay, there's a dragon and a wormhole.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... The portal has become active. Fantastic. Astounding. Onward we should go. The portal. It's quite sprung to life. Just like you, dear strange. Those torches, alight! This portal active once more. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal, then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap! Ah, though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin. But why spoil the mystery? After you, after you. Oh, what? You first, but don't dilly-dally.
I did not want to take the whole file graph. The backpack. So, gotta investigate another. And I am.
And he's off!
It seems the Imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
All these uses of these. Yes, that's disappointing. What can we find here?
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, I could describe them down to the minutest of details. But you are different. Of you I see nothing. I know nothing. So please, do tell me, how did you arrive? A stone? So... it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so? Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work.
Yes, daughter of mine.
Never had I experienced something so...
That's what?
contrary to my nature.
If I can
To
never get my
weave
cup.
something I had not seen, had not
Small
expected.
cup.
But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source Hunters, it would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are. Starstone is not what it seems, so do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Indeed you must. Though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready?
Yes, I don't have...
Source Hunter, do tell.
Not but a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it? Still, it's quite a leap from finding a strange stone to placing the world's salvation on our shoulders.
Yeah. Okay.
The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void, I honestly don't know. But ask her.
If, like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot, neither do I. But the mere fact that this in turn more than implies that you are the void. We may not understand the lonesome, absurd. Well, yes, perhaps you can imagine. Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine, but of course I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. So, gather those starstones, so wouldn't it just... Would that I had a starstone sightseeing guide, but alas, such a booklet does not exist. Just like yourselves, starstone, from what I can gather though, they were once cherished by devious Bruins. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you... I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the...
Okay, so let's talk to the Weaver of Time.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem. In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions. The drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you. Ask and I shall answer, if I can. I am the Weaver of Time, as I have told you. Though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb, to be. I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first. Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry. As yet. A hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though. For the link between... I believe that starstones will... Oh, Hunter. I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air, or appetite, or affection. And yet, I do enjoy your companionship. For you may prove to be quite so. Your absence, it should be an impossibility. But no matter where I look, you cannot be found. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed. What it is but I reside. I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create. Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here at the end of time and watched on as the void phrased the fabric. But suddenly there was you. You who stirred the new threads emerged. These starstones.
Alright, so.
I have the last chest. The last chest. The last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it. Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me.
You chronicle. I both chronicle and create. Where you arrive at conclusions, I spin origins and signs.
Can't use that one. Use that one. Go back once we came. Oh, wait a minute. The burned out gate. Always check for extra treasure chests, because you never know what you're going to find. Don't think we're going to find much of anything here though. Firefly. And really strange thing. Okay, so back to Rivelin. Cecile to be exact. A sheep. How did a sheep get here? This is where the waypoints come in handy. I was not going to be stuck there. There is something I want to see.
Source Hunters! I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivelon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm.
I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know, and I'll be delighted to give it. It can therefore hardly be a That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone. While you were being lectured by our friend the historian, the advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish us. Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I laze beside the hearths of home. I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wandered a lot, so I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now,
y'all done eating dinner?
Oh, before you go, here. Take this teleporter pyramid.
Are you two done eating dinner?
A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you.
Go do the dishes.
You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its... Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So, if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Well. Well. That's the item. This one.
No, that is my pepper.
My gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
Be doing better at this argument this time. Oh. Now, how did that happen? Good lord. Should have gone with rock. I want to lose this argument.
A magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house, before the divines punish you for your aberrant ways.
That's what you get for trying.
If you please.
This room is private.
If she soaks in flower stink much longer, deer will smell this lady from a field
Don't
away.
just stand
I'll
there.
see the leg of something good for when she begins to starve.
Away with you!
Hey! Stop that!
Well, how am I supposed to get out?
What are you still doing here?
Trying to get the hell out of your house, that's why.
Out! Now, if you please. This room is private.
So, now we know where it is, and some ladies in the tub there. Okay. I'm still supposed to investigate the steps. Let's try this investigation again, shall we? And a lot of the
Looking
stuff,
good.
The paintings, he snatched those right off the wall.
Might need to blow this one open.
Turn around and sell them for lots of money.
Greetings, Source Hunter. Ready to have another look?
I think it would be wise to inspect the Councillor's corpse and see what clues we can find.
Okay. So now we have to go find the Councillor's corpse.
Once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to lion patch is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How did you know? Please continue interrupting my drink.
Please. Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. This old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days. I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another
Edgier than a
outlaw.
20-sided dice.
From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain Wartruce my regards next time you see him. You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. We don't cross paths with you Westies all that often, but it's always a pleasure when we do. Medora's the name. Retired, or so the Order keeps trying to tell me, but never out of commission. Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. And come to think of it, one that might concern you. See, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north of here. Hunter's Edge by name. There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your run-of-the-mill savages either, but ones who've taken dark magic to new heights. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say, but it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably with their horns in their suitcases and a knee-knocking fear of ever crossing paths with a sauce hunter again. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Sicil. They don't have a spare soldier to send northward, and even in my finest form, I can't, by the skin of my... I managed to wrench well, comrade. I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my shoulder just... I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. And the way I see it, you could use reinforcements here in town. I've been scouting Sicil for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the Councillor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make short work of the perpetrator. Well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know this place like the back of my...
Getting ourselves caught up in an entangling alliance will hinder more than help us.
By the demon's tomb, I never thought I'd live to see a sauce hunter dismiss an eager comrade. That's what they teach you about loyalty at Academy West, is it? Well, you're lucky we Northies have a certain expression. Better to do right the second time than...
Happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
We need to find, I guess, the morgue. What is this? She's out of the shower now. Good for her. Can we talk to her civilly?
Fancy that! A source hunter barging in when the lady of the house is fully dressed. Who could have fathomed such a thing?
You lady are such an ass. Can I pick that? Yeah, it just teleports me. Why can't I pick it up? Alright. So, map. Where is the morgue? This Harbor Warehouse. Don't need that. Esmeralda. Captain Pain in the Ass. Some work there. Only one way to find out. That would be not tripping over the other characters and crap on the ground.
Careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Goes to and fro with the city's youth.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could...
Lucky find!
Okay, so nothing of interest there. Can we go upstairs? Mortician.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the dock this here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Seal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless. Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why you...
Girl.
The dead man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
He seemed a little nervous. So where did he say he was buried? Not that way. Over there. Okay, that's not far.
feeling hot
To
under
leave
the
the
collar?
city is to venture into danger. Be
Yeah, we
careful,
don't want to leave the
Source
city.
Hunter.
We want to go this graveyard. I was just heading the wrong way, evidently.
Dear me. Oh, how the coast reminds me of my long-fled youth. I say
Alright.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
Rest in peace, darling.
Okay, so regular bone. Oh. We'll come back to you. Who are you?
Peace
Who's
be
that?
with you, traveller. May your lost loved one. I once lived a prosperous life with my husband and our happy little dog. Loney never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, predators, more aptly, she were killed less than a week after she joined. Rest in peace, darling.
Oh. What is this?
Look here, even a sage and author as renowned as I is flattered when mortals dare among the dead to seek him out. Well, here I am, Nemeris the Wise. You may go wide-eyed with amazement now.
Darling.
As if I need introduction. Nemeris the thinker, the theorist, the visionary. Come now, surely you lack the time, as I do, for such silly questions. Oh, I've written there isn't a civilized soul. You can, and indeed, do you truly feel you are ready to prove? Then we shall proceed. Between life and death, death is the greater force.
Okay, answer is of course not.
Correct, he is not.
Let us proceed. Life is life's own goal. The question that is itself the answer.
Children.
Good. Now
Dishes?
I am unburdened of all worries, am I not?
May the seven keep you.
Second answer is not
I
entirely
concur.
no.
Last query. Boldly do I scorn the bonds of faith and fear. Death I dub thee life's equal. Is this my salvation or my undoing?
No, it's your undoing.
Yeah?
May the seven keep you.
You'd walk right into your own undoing. Luckily, I'm here to save you from yourself.
Of course he's going to disagree with me. I'll end up having to fight this guy.
May the seven keep you.
Stop that. Oh my gosh. I swear this computer was being tweaked. Do I not get to win a
Fine, fine, I submit to your opinion.
Hopes and up. A combination of words I have long since forgone to couple, let alone put into action. And before me stands a living proof why. Begone, ignoramus. Have you not insulted me enough? He shall not go unpunished. Perhaps death itself shall teach you more about the philosophy of life.
And now we have to fight him. All because somebody did not want to agree with me. And she has no weapons.
My target dances in shadows.
I guess I should be equipping her, huh? Good doggy. Oh, you're gonna help too. No. Doggy died. I didn't see he was dead. See, this is what happens when the NPCs have the ability to freely charge you. Oh my gosh. There. Children, focus. Good Lord.
My life is ebbing away.
Oh, no. Oh, that is a lizard. Yeah. Move it. Ah!
Without aid, I will expire soon.
And now she's dead.
Without aid, I will expire soon. I can see the white light.
Ah! Devastated. All because he had to argue with me. I'm going to do all that over. I guess I should have saved.
face! Show the barracks! Not!
Okay. At least we know what to do and what to skip. So, go investigate the inn.
A good day to you. 7, we've secured the perimeter.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice and stir and churn.
Yeah, it's enough.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if...
Burrowing.
Come now, I'll be good for it. I never would have dreamt of... So what do you think?
Sure, everyone needs a hand, but who are we to offer the merchant's hand without his consent? He should leave the fish be.
All right, we'll do...
I suppose you've... a hungry man, you know.
Yes, I am going the wrong way. Again. Lord. Up the stairs, up the stairs. In here.
Speak that way to her. Well, suffice to say it, I've got my eye on you, man.
Talk to this guy.
Greetings, Source Hunter. Not exactly the friend.
Go inside. He's back by the stove. So if I could get through this quickly.
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible, terrible!
Okay.
It will consume us all!
Let's get their daughter equipped here. Her bow. There. Wearing is actually better than what I was going to get. That?
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? Your guess is a quite good time. Oh, what am I? Tell me. Show. Come now, don't be coy.
Then we hit that.
Wormhole dragon.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal! It's... You... No, goodness me. It's there. You first. But don't... Yes! Just as I hoped. There she is! There it is! Come, don't delay!
And he's off!
It seems the Imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be?
Okay. There. We're starting
Not
to
but a
get
moment
back
ago,
up.
we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of... Still, it's quite a leap.
Okay. So, back over here. Go here. And we use the one all all the way back over here? Really? Guess so. How do we get back? Is it seriously not going to let us go back until we talk to the Weaver of Time? I guess so. Seems kind of ridiculous.
How welcome in the and quite but what I but need the in the ethereal threat the drift I am perhaps we am I alas the answers are hidden I but what it is I reside and yet I do enjoy your
Okay, so now can I go back?
So, what do you think? The glint in your game? No, but you'll need luck off you cross my heart. Like wouldn't just from rude either to visit me. Oh, but observe, look, well, perhaps you, before you go, Source, I hope you'll be able to.
Okay. Now I should be able to go back. Sorry for anybody that just now jumped in and solved that mess, but I've already been through that once and I died because my NPC wanted to argue with me over answers to a riddle. Children, are the dishes done?
We're like halfway through. I'm waiting on Malachi to finish up that train wreck.
Well, y'all need to hurry up so that he can take his shower before he gets his stuff together for bed.
Source hunters, I know, and it that what did that don't but let out if I'm in the before you'll need the other now that this matter.
Okay, so then we need to go back to the tavern, look at the crime scene again.
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's End?
Greetings, Source Hunt. Ready to have another look?
Can't pick the lock because I don't have any lock picks.
You've in play here, all right. But that doesn't solve the mystery.
I think it would be wise to inspect the councillor's corpse and see what clues we can find.
Okay. Now to the morgue.
Oh, you think you can speak that way to her?
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Cemetery. The way this city is laid out is just horrible.
Oh, it goes to and fro with the city's youth. They hustle and bustle.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
So, what's the bad news? This here's my sad what about...
The death man is nervous as a squirrel.
We'll have none of that, you hear?
Ah. Well, okay then. There's all sorts of ways to accidentally get into fights in this game. Just fair warning, like I just did. Okay, so, to the graveyard. Just back on over this way.
The sun is out.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Rest in peace, darling.
Okay, so she's not strong enough to pick that up. I guess that's what we have him for. He's not strong enough either? Really? What a goober-headedness is this?
May the seven keep you.
He's not strong enough either. Okay, looks like we've got some updating here. Get to increase an attribute.
May the seven keep you.
This time we will increase perception. And on abilities, give her one there.
Rest in peace, darling.
Attributes, he needs more strength. Abilities. What should we give him?
May the seven keep you.
Give him some bartering.
May the seven keep you.
Okay, can you get this now? Not enough strength. Okay. There's a log.
May the seven keep you.
So, some big dirt pile here. There's a hole. Let's check it out. First, we should save. If I die, I don't want to have to go through this whole mess again.
Darling.
Alright. Look at all these coffins. And this isn't suspicious at all. Somehow we'd end up with a fight on our hands. Hit him? Yes, we can. Can we hit him again? Why, yes. Yes, we can. Fair daughter. Hit him?
Your death is at hand.
Up. Oh, and a mage. Oh, lovely. Hey, you back off of him. We leveled up again. Oh, no, I don't want to intern. I have to hit him. Seriously? I don't have enough action points to get the 3 whatever.
we do seems to fortify your abilities.
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I'd never before envisioned.
That inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend.
Alright. Level up again. This time we get a new ability. I think Charisma would be in her favor. And for talent, adventure I don't qualify for yet. There's one that should let you. Be a good one. Let's give you one juice. Give you that one and that one. That. Okay. What could possibly? Oh, that don't look good. He goes boom. We definitely want him to die before he gets here.
Once my arrow tastes blood, it craves more!
I'm not. Okay, but you just stay put. I really don't want you getting closer to me. And of course you did. Let me step you back a little bit. Really not enough extra points to hit. requires... Oh, that would explain why it doesn't work. It requires a staff.
The time of your death is at hand.
Yes, and now we are all on fire. Good job.
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
Confound it!
Not going well. Okay. This is going to be loads of fun. I can already tell. Stuff really needs to be sorted. I do not have any more healing stuff. Alright, let's look here. That needs to go to Catherine. That needs to be identified.
spotted something.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Well, this is interesting. Oh, Lord. Get out, get out, get out. Use the hatch. That was
Please
not...
assist me, friends!
Good Lord. That was horrendous. Game can be quite unforgiving. Do not go up those stairs. You will die.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
I think we're gonna bypass that too. Was there stuff behind it? Yes. The rat triggered the trap. Oh, that rat's dead now.
Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap. I don't have the right tool for mining.
There's nothing in there. Oh. Are the dishes done?
The only thing left is silverware, but I don't know when she's gonna take a shower.
It doesn't stop you from washing silverware. Well, as soon as he's out, get the silverware done. Who is this guy? Look, mess of gold. We will take all of these.
You see, it's so absorbed, is he, in his coin hoarding, that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses. The instant you mention your title, the man's eyes go wide. He mute. Can't speak. Tell truth now. You really a source hunter? Excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pens a few names. Woolgraf. I admire you. No hero like source hunter. Sizing, dead end. Please let me join you. Woolgraf nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments. Hastily, he covers them with words and pushes them in your hands, one after. I've been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People think I'm stupid. I'm not. Get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor folks. I'm a good sneak, good fighter, good with locks. See things you don't. Want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers. Make them. Please. Woolgraf eagerly catches your gaze.
I could use someone with your specific type of expertise. Consider yourself hired.
Be welcome, Woolgraf.
Woolgraf smiles and shakes your hand in thanks. With a gesture of the arm, he seems to say, I'm ready.
Okay. 28. All this gold. Dang right, I'm picking all this shit up. Okay, so if we explore everywhere, that one evil hatch that shall remain unexplored because, well, I don't feel like getting blown up anytime soon. And where the heck are we? We're way outside town. That's where we are. We're our way back to town. Of course there's going to be undead. I hit him is the question. Nope, I'm going to have to move. Now can I hit him? Yes. Oh, I can see this her. I don't think she's going to have line of sight either. Nope. I'm going to shoot her right here. Should give her just enough AP to hit this guy once. Not sneak. He's gonna be a sneaky sneak. No, don't heal the swordsman. Can you go up and hit him? Can you do that for me?
Heaven have mercy on your soul.
A half-eaten zombie. That's just... Why can I not hit? Okay, well you're going away. Enough action points. So let's move you. What are you? I didn't notice you there. Oh, would you stop healing?
Heaven have mercy on your soul.
Pull you back a little bit. Alright, bear daughter, don't lock me down. What?
This is the end for you! An invigorating fight that was. And what a killing blow you delivered. Oh there, I wouldn't go that far. Especially not standing in the blast radius of your soon-to-burst vanity bubble.
Wow. Okay. I need to get Right down here is okay. That's north. I want to go south. I do need to go that way.
Welcome back to Sightseal, Hunter. The Legion greets you.
Okay. Let's look at our log. Let's at least go report what we've found so far. This looks fairly abandoned. Cobwebs and shit. Okay, where? Where's the tavern? Morticians. That was the current warehouse. We haven't spoken to her yet. Oh, waypoint near there. That would be nice.
Potent heat.
Let's go ahead and see if we can't talk to Esmeralda. You're not very helpful.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Word that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her. Even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent. I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Sightseal from day 1. Alas, both of them have long since fallen in battle against the dead. But never shall I lose heart. Long as a single legionnaire stands, all of us remain undefeated in the eyes of the gods. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her, Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of Seven couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending. And what questions are those? We've been stationed here the better part of 2 years now, alternating between twiddling our thumbs and springing into panicked battle against the orcs. Hard to admit. Don't even mention those rotten carcasses to me.
Alright, so let's talk to
Lords
Esmeralda.
above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both, like I told just about every legionnaire in town. I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger, and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare. Well, what do you want to know? Since the beginning, this has been a particularly I'm telling you, a necromancer must have been at work in Sicily.
I'm adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda, dearest. I'm just doing my duty for the Legion.
Well, you certainly...
Okay, can't go upstairs, but I saw there was another door. Maybe we can sneak into the back door. See if there's anything of interest there. What is there? It because I have no pickpockets. Okay. Really putting a hamper on my investigation. So I break down that door. People are going to definitely know. What? Maybe we can go upstairs without causing orcs.
I can't bear to...
Smelly pinky. I did not want to take it.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Yes, son of mine. Probably not tonight. We at least managed to get up here, none the wiser. Didn't really find anything interesting though.
Legion's greetings, Hunter. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver. And what questions are those?
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than... Well, what do you want to know?
Well, let's do some trading. My inventory is getting a little full. I need that. Don't need that. I better start repairing things. Just repair all. That would be way easier. Stuff here too.
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached anyway, I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark. My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda dearest. I'm just doing my duty for the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero.
The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in... The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
With this investigation, but let's go report what we found so far.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine?
Oh, excuse me.
Have some pity.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Talk to Stick in the Mud first.
Oh, what now?
Yes. Discovered, I see. You've come to report a dead sheep. A heap of mutton that sailed into view upon your robbing the grave of a councillor. Lovely. Well, don't just stand there gawking like guppies. Hie yourself to Roberts the mortician. If anyone buried a sheep, obviously it was him. Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so... if you must...
It'd be kind of hard to talk to Robert. I might have killed him. Because I accidentally wandered into his bedroom.
How can I help you, my friend? By all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. His body is gone? Replaced with that of a sheep? Seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless. You're onto something, Hunter. Do follow the scent and see where it leads you. By all means. I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy.
Maybe Robert isn't dead. I can help, otherwise I'm going to just start this whole game over again. And that would suck.
I could do with a cold drink. Ah,
toasty!
never thought to look there. Okay. I think this investigation is at a dead end.
Soaked to the skin.
What are you doing, Paul?
I sailed the sea. I walked the worlds. Dear me. How the coast reminds me of my long-fled youth. I sailed the seas. I walked the worlds. Oh, how nice it... Pray, I am but an aged elf that has seen the years. You would listen to my grievance. Hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the King Crab.
Come on, old man. Walk faster.
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, Brett. My name is Eglandir to the game. Yes, the elves of Gandavon. They live all undone. I may be frail. I have tracked her down. Yes. The orc's her name is Victoria.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven Indeed, Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past. And yet she's on a... let's call him eccentrics.
Grog. All hail his hot-steeled instruments. Here I wait for thee. Yes? Yes? Have you made...
Oh.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like
anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments. Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
Okay.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer.
Greetings, greetings, that I am. You wouldn't believe. Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter.
Sort this mess.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
Okay. That's gonna be the end of this broadcast because
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy.
I am stuck because I accidentally walked into an open room and got rubber mad. And now rubber's dead. So I can't continue the quest.
So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what?